Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a love and romance reading for my dearest Capricorns. Capricorns, these are going to be your March 2021 love messages. Now, these messages can be for anyone who is single, if you're in separation, or if you are in a committed union. So let's go ahead and jump into this. And as I'm shuffling the cards, you guys, I'm going to ask that you like this video, subscribe to the channel, take a moment to check out the description box for ways you can get a private reading, or if you like the cards that I'm using, I have them listed and linked in order of appearance. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's see what messages come through for my dearest Capricorns. We did see the Tower and the Sun, so there might be a very unexpected shift, something that you might be hesitant about or nervous or worried about, but it's going to bring you a lot of happiness. Some of you guys may be dealing with an Aries, a Scorpio, or a Leo. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Capricorns, let's see what's going on with your love lives in March 2021. All right, we've got the Knight of Cups in reverse. Some of you guys could be dealing with a water sign. There could be some issue here around commitment. Some of you guys might be finding out that you were dealing with a player here. But if there's an unexpected ending, be sure that it's putting you on the right path. All right, so we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. We have the Page of Swords. Gaining clarity in the silence, Two of Cups, the Empress. All right, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Two of Swords. So we have the Master number 22 showing up here, you guys, which is the Master Builder number, and the King of Cups in reverse. So 22 is about companionship. It's about partnership. For many of you guys, this is about a union. You guys may be in separation, or maybe you guys are you feel like you're moving in that direction. The overall energy is the Page of Wands, so you will be receiving some sort of good news. Now, some of you guys are not in communication with your person, but you truly believe this person to be your soulmate. Some of you guys, this person wasn't putting into the relationship what you were. And I see you holding yourselves in very high regard, but you're still a little bit confused here about what to do. The Page of Wands tells me that you will get that clarity. You will be getting some sort of good news that's either going to help you move forward onto a new journey, opening yourself up to all these other beautiful options that you may have, or it's going to be bringing you good news here about this person or about this connection. So we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So this is something that you guys have really been working hard towards. I think you've been putting in a lot of dedicated effort. Now I have two eights coming out. So that is the number. 88 is about ascension. It's about abundance. It's about attracting. And the Ten of Wands. But some of you guys, there's a situation coming to an end. And actually, I think it's a very upsetting situation. I think it's unnerving for you guys. But what Spirit is showing me is to be very optimistic, because it's putting you on the path to being with your true soulmate, okay? Soulmates, some of us, some soulmates are here for just a page, and others a chapter, and for others a lifetime. And so I do feel that many of my Capricorns out there, you have been dealing with a karmic connection here. But you may have felt, there was a lot of love here. And you may have felt that this really was truly your person. And I do feel you holding on to that. With the Eight of Wands in reverse, this is my card of Law of Attraction. So it's taking me back to the Seven of Wands. So I think there were some hard-won victories here. I think many of you put in a lot of work in this particular connection, and that's why it's really hard to also release it or to let it go. But the Eight of Wands is telling me that you're not getting what you need out of this current connection, Capricorn. And believe me, my heart is very heavy when I'm telling you this, because I can feel it. I can feel that you have reservations. You're holding back because you do love this person. You wanted this connection, or you want this connection so bad. And you could see it really, truly working out for you. And many of you guys saw a future with this person, and you guys have put in a lot of work. But with the Eight of Wands in reverse, it tells me that currently there may be no communication, or you're just not getting your needs met, and that's becoming abundantly clear. Now, the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords tells me that there is some sort of good news coming in, but I'm getting that it's something that you're not going to be so sure is actually good news, or it may not feel like good news. But for many of my Capricorns out there, it's going to be giving you closure. It's going to give you what you need, that reassurance to really move on, to close out this karmic cycle, just like we see here with the Ten of Wands. Somebody here may not have been emotionally available, Capricorn, and it's not that there wasn't love here, but they just weren't able to give you that commitment or put in what you were putting into this connection. So remember, we did see that that Knight of Cups coming out in reverse. So some of you, yes, you may have been dealing with a player here, and we're seeing the King of Cups in reverse. I feel like this is going to, or has affected you emotionally. I think you are very invested in this connection. I think you have a lot of love with this person, for this person. And I do feel like this person loves you as well. You know, the majority of you, yes, this is something, it could be a long-term connection that's coming to an end. For some of you, it may have been short-lived. It may have been a Mercury retrograde connection, something that was brought back into your life that you really had high hopes for, that you really truly feel is your soulmate. But what I'm seeing here is you're coming into alignment, and you're coming into a very powerful truth, Capricorn. What's been holding you back is the love that you have for this person, the beauty of this connection. And many of you do feel as if it is your soulmate, or maybe even your twin flame. But what I'm seeing here is the spiritual lesson that needs to be learned, Capricorn, is holding yourself in high regard and recognizing, you know, this divine feminine energy is all about you receiving the love that you're putting out and that you really truly deserve. And with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, it takes us back to that Five of Pentacles. I feel like many of you have been or are feeling lonely in this connection, and that you're not getting what you want and what you need. And the Empress deserves all the love in the world. She's ready for love, Capricorn. You are ready for love. But some of you guys are having have difficulties seeing, you know, having difficulties making this decision because of the love that you have for this person, or because of the time and the energy that you've put into this connection. But for many of you, like we saw in the pre-shuffle with the Tower card coming out and the Sun card, that this is going to be an unexpected change, something that you may have been really putting off, something that you didn't want to go through with, something that you didn't want to accept, something that you were resisting, because you know it's going to be emotional. You know it's even going to hurt, okay? But what Spirit was showing us with that Sun card, whatever this change is, letting go, making this decision, it's going to open you up to putting you in alignment with a true soulmate, with a beautiful connection. Because for many of you, it absolutely just isn't this person, or the timing is off. Okay, and I know that this is painful information, painful messages to hear, but Spirit wants you to hold your head up high, because that Page of Wands is telling me that there's some very good news coming in on the heels of this decision. But there has to be a willingness to see things clearly. Now, for not all of my Capricorns, doesn't mean that you're separating from this person. Okay, it could be that you're closing out a very difficult karmic cycle. You have to have a difficult conversation with somebody about your priorities, about what you want. Some of them, you may be giving them an ultimatum. You might be saying, look, it's time for you to see that this can no longer go on this way. You know, maybe some of you guys want to start a family and you and your person aren't on the same page. You know, whatever it might be, maybe it's taking things to the next level, moving in together. I do feel like there are going to be some sort of difficulties, or there's at the very least a difficult conversation that you've been putting off. But Spirit's saying you can no longer put this off, Capricorn. It's something that has to be dealt with. And you may be worried about your person's reaction. You know, if you are sort of dealing with a Leo, or you're dealing with an Aries, or even a Scorpio, you might be a little bit nervous about how they're going to receive this truth that you have to tell them. And I can see that you're on the fence about it. But you know what? Spirit's saying it's absolutely time. And you're going to be surprised by the results that you get. Okay? So we get heart chakra energy coming out in reverse. Okay, so when the heart chakra is blocked, it's having a fear of abandonment or being rejected, or we may have a fear of losing ourselves in this connection. some of you guys are worried exactly how your person is going to receive this news. And some of you guys are putting off an inevitable separation from a connection that isn't giving you what you truly deserve, because you don't want to be alone. And Spirit's asking you to lean into those difficult feelings here, Capricorn. Yeah, and we get the throat chakra. This is that conversation that you guys are really putting off. For some of you, this is a Mercury retrograde connection. It may be a more recent connection, but you're realizing that it's not in alignment with who you are, what you need. Capricorns out there listening, you are kings and queens, and that's the energy that you deserve. And I feel like some of you guys are dealing with somebody who just isn't delivering. Okay, that absolutely isn't giving you the love, isn't giving you the emotional stability, the nurturing that you need. And with the throat chakra energy being blocked, again, there's this heavy fear of rejection or criticism. You know, there's an energy here of injustice here. And some of you don't want to see that because you believe in this connection, you believe in this person. But with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, it's like they're not giving you the love that you deserve, Capricorn. And I'm sorry to deliver these messages because I know that you love this person. I know that you want this connection so bad. But for some of you, you have to see that. The Ace of Cups in reverse, that the love that you're putting into this connection is either no longer there or isn't being reciprocated. And Capricorn, it hurts. For some of you, tears are going to be shed. And we see this resistance to releasing this person, to releasing this connection, because you believe in this. You believe in the love that's here. We have 2 4s coming out, Capricorns, and what they're showing me is the Four of Pentacles. For some of you, this may be your soulmate. It may even be your twin. But what's happening right now is you're being asked to love yourself first, to hold yourself in high regard, and to do what's right for you. And for some of us, we're holding on to the very thing that we need to let go of. Okay, Capricorns, and I know this isn't easy. These are not the messages that I want to deliver to you, but the cards are very, very clear. There's a difficult conversation that needs to take place where you're putting your needs first, where you're drawing a line in the sand. Because somebody here has been either not reciprocating, not appreciating you, you're not getting what you want or what you need, and you love this person deeply, or you're committed to this situation, but the other person isn't, and you're stuck with this Moon and Libra energy. You're not wanting to see the signs, the synchronicities, what's right here. And we get the Wheel of Fortune card coming out, the Destiny card. So for many of you, this is a karmic situation. There's a tough spiritual lesson to be learned about self-love and about abandoning your wants and your needs in a connection. Some of my Capricorns, you're feeling as if you've lost yourself in this connection. Okay, and because it's very heavy, there's a lot of water energy here. So some of you guys are dealing with a Scorpio or a Cancer. Okay, and for some of you, I may be picking up on your person's energy, and they may be really holding on to you, but this is a connection that needs to be released, or there's a difficulty, or there's an argument, or something that happened between you guys that needs to be released that you're holding on to. And you may be worried about being rejected or left out in the cold for drawing that line in the sand, for setting your boundaries. But what Spirit is saying is, with this flow, with learning this lesson, and whatever that might be, it's going to be different for all of you. Some of you, it's leaving the connection. For others of you, it's having a very difficult conversation. It's going to heal this heart chakra energy. Look at that double confirmation here. We have the Tower coming out in reverse again with the release card, the Scorpionic energy. There's resistance here. But when you give in to what truly needs to happen, what your heart, what your soul needs or knows what needs to happen, it's going to open up a beautiful beginning where everything moves in your favor. Many of you guys are going to have to stand your ground, and you're in the midst of doing this really heavy shadow work, looking at why you're in this connection that isn't giving back to you, or why you're willing to put your needs behind those of another. Okay, and we see that you're going within for those answers, but there is love coming your way with these 2 birds. Love and soulmate union is being highlighted here for you, but there's a difficult decision that needs to be made, or a difficult conversation that needs to be had, because somebody isn't putting in the effort here. And Capricorn, I don't feel like it's you. So again, you need to trust your intuition here, because for some of you, you know, your person, you know, it's not about, okay, well, I'm not getting what I want, so I'm leaving. You know, it's not going to be that. That is not going to be the truth for all of you out there. For some of you, you're worried about your person's reaction. You might be dealing with somebody who has, you know, who cries very easily, and that might make you very uncomfortable. You're worried about disappointing your person. You're worried about drama. You're worried about them leaving you. You know, there's lots of different, and I'm getting this heavy dose of sort of heaviness in my heart chakra and a little bit of anxiety here about this conversation that needs to be had. But Spirit's saying it cannot be put off much longer, Capricorn, because what's happening is your truth, your authenticity is suffering, and that's going to be taking you off of your true soul's path, whether that's healing this connection, rewriting, you know, some of the boundaries, the rules, if you will, or if it's taking you off the path of being in harmony and in union with your true soulmate. So we get forgiving and learning. So as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. For some of you, this is a past connection. This is energy. This is shadow work that needs to be done. Something that you're carrying around with you that may be currently affecting you. If you're single, it may be blocking love from coming your way. Or if you're in a connection, there's something here that needs to be healed, okay, that needs to be discussed. And for many of you, I mean, it is just having a difficult conversation, but there will be forgiving and learning, and it will be received the way that it should be, the way that it needs to be. And it's going to come out much better. You know, the Page of Wands is very happy that this has happened. It's like this weight lifted off of your shoulders, whether that's, you know, moving through a breakup and putting you in alignment with your soulmate or somebody who matches your energy, or if it's healing this connection, or if you're single, it's about really releasing this pain and disappointment from the past that's calling in new love for you. Funny, I pull that out as I say new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. For many of you, again, this can be an actual new person, or it's rekindling a recommitment here taking place. You know, the synchronicity there is, I mean, I know that you guys can't really see me, but as I was saying new love, I turn over the new love card and boom. So, wow. All right. So we get retreat, time alone, or in nature will help you recharge. Yeah, some of you guys have gone through a breakup, or, you know, you guys are thinking about having this difficult conversation. You know, being alone, being in nature, recalibrating your energy, giving you sort of the courage to have this conversation or to move forward on your own. You know, this is a beautiful energy. Be kind with yourself. You know, take time on your own. And then we get true love, because this love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. So for some of you, it's about having a difficult conversation with your true love, the person that you are currently in union with. For others of you, you know, it's about opening up the door for a new true love to enter your life. And I love this, but I love this because there's a hurdle to get over, but Capricorn, it's bringing you beautiful results, okay? And, you know, it's not always easy. And I do suggest you guys check out my Instagram. Today, I did post an oracle card reading about warrior woman, but regardless of gender. And it's like walking your true, authentic path, answering your highest calling is never really easy. And we have to go through these tough lessons, or make these tough decisions, or have these difficult conversations in order to live our truth. Okay, but ultimately for our highest happiness. And we get stag, trust and thrive. Yes, Capricorn. So trust your feelings, trust your intuition when it comes to this situation. You will be thriving. I mean, regardless of what that is, if it's having a difficult conversation with your current partner, or if it's leaving a current connection, doing the shadow work that you need to do. Look at that. We get the Wheel of Fortune. We get the Page of Wands. Beautiful news coming as you close out this difficult cycle. And the stag is absolutely your energy. It's that slow moving, steady, stable Capricorn energy. You're going to be very pleased at the abundance that comes your way when it comes to love. And for some of you, I am picking up on financial abundance here as well. But you're going to be very pleased with the results, albeit you have to go through something uncomfortable first. secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. So again, some of you guys, you're like, hey, what's going on in this connection? What's happening here? And it could be, and again, these are those pleasant surprises that come from something that you've really been working up to do, you know, working up the courage to have this conversation, to maybe even say, I'm leaving this commitment. All right. And we get, love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So some of you guys, it is about rekindling, or it's about healing. It's about stepping off the karmic wheel with this person. But ultimately, you are coming into union with somebody that you find the missing pieces when you guys are together. So for some of you, you're leaving behind a karmic connection. And I do feel like there's some good news. Somebody may be waiting to, you know, might have been waiting for you, Capricorn, to free yourself up. Okay. For others of you, you know, it's about having this difficult conversation and realizing, you know what, we are meant to be together. There's some work to do, but we're willing to do it. We're on the same page, and you know, it's absolutely much better than you anticipated. So a couple of different messages coming through for my dear Capricorns, but I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care.